Hey there, what's going on, everybody? This is Bugs Arrhenius. Welcome to Bugs Attacks, Tech Made Simple. So today we're gonna be installing Virtualbox in Kali Linux, and then we'll be installing Windows in that Virtualbox, in that virtual machine. I'll be mooring two stones with one bed, as they say. As I'll be installing Virtualbox, you'll be learning how to install Virtualbox, and then in Kali machine, and then you will also learn how to also install an operating system in a virtual machine. So let's go. The first thing that we'll have to do, there's this other procedure which other people use. Let me not say other people, everyone does use it, but then there's this other way which people use in Kali Linux, which I'm not really good at. So they go to the Virtualbox website, virtualbox.org, and then they go and install the setup for Linux. As you know, there's the all different setups: Windows hosts, OS X, whatever, and then Linux distributions. So there are these methods. These methods I don't really know how to install after downloading the setup here. So we won't be using this method. The method that I'll be using will be on the terminal. Installing Virtualbox, I think it's kind of easy. It's sudo apt-get install Virtualbox, then you enter your password there, then it will ask you if you want to approve installing. Then yes, you'll press Y. For disapproving, you'll press N. So I press Y, enter, then it will have to load. It's downloading, unpacking, installing, doing all those things. It will do them automatically, all of them. So there we go. We have our Virtualbox installed in our Kali Linux using the terminal. So opening it, let me try this. I think it can work. Virtualbox, there we go. Oracle VM Virtualbox Manager. This is where we're going to be installing our operating system, which is Windows. So we're done installing Virtualbox just like that. We only needed this command: sudo apt-get install Virtualbox. Then we can close that one, but then as you saw, when I close it, it also closes Virtualbox machine, because I opened it using it. I opened Virtualbox using the terminal, so it will also have to close Virtualbox when I close that terminal. So I'll have to open Virtualbox using our application manager. So there we go. The second thing that you are going to do, you have to download Windows image, as in my 5.5 gigabytes of data. Then click OK, then download. So in my case, I've already downloaded it, so I don't have to download it here. I'll click on cancel, close the browser, then I'll come here. After installing the Windows ISO image, you come here, say new, there we go, Windows, and then type Microsoft Windows. There's Linux, Solaris, Mac OS, and then we'll choose Microsoft Windows version Windows 10 64-bit. See 32-bit and then 64-bit. Windows 10 64-bit as I downloaded 64-bit version. So I'll click on next. Here you will have to select the amount of memory, the RAM, that you want to assign to your operating system in your Virtualbox machine. So depends on how much RAM you have. Mine is up to 8 gig, so I can choose up to 8 gig, but then obviously it will affect my host. It will affect the host. The host is the Linux, and then guest is Windows. So Windows might have more power, but then the host will be working slow. So in my case, I'll just choose 2 gigabytes of RAM, then click on next, then create do not have the virtual hard disk on here, and then you will have to choose create a virtual hard disk now. Creating a new virtual hard disk now. Then here you will just have to choose VDI, Virtualbox disk image. Next, then dynamically allocated space simply means you can change it anytime. You can want to change it, and then fixed size, you cannot change it. So fixed size has advantages of working more faster than dynamically allocated. So in my case, I'll choose fixed size, then I'll go click on next, and here we'll be choosing the amount of memory that I want in the amount of space in gigabytes that I will want in my Virtualbox machine, in my guest. So in my case, let me choose, so it's 45 gigabytes of space. Then we create, as you can see, it's there, Windows, it's powered off. As it can show you everything that you chose there. So you are not done here, you will have to come to settings, wait for settings to open, then settings, you will have to tweak some of the things here, and then you will go to shared clipboard. Here you are choosing if, like for example, if I'm on my Kali machine and then I want to copy something to my Windows guest, so I will have to choose bi-directional, because for me to copy from both the machines, copy from Kali Linux to Windows and also from Windows to Kali Linux. So this one is host to guest. Host to guest is Kali to Windows. Guest to host is Windows to Kali. So you'll have to choose bi-directional in order to do both. Also with drag and drop, bi-directional. These other ones you can just leave them like that. Then we go to system. Let me check some other things. Processor, acceleration, leave them like that. Display, leave them like that. Storage, this is the best part. The best part, will have to choose. So as you can see, you click on empty, then we are going to choose our disk, the disk that we downloaded from that website, Microsoft. So there's my Windows 10 2022 English 64 by bit .iso. So we open. Then let's proceed. Audio, network, serial ports. Some of the things you can just do research on what to do with them. Some of the things are unnecessary, that's why I'm passing them. You can just do research on them. For now they are unnecessary. So I think we're done. And then click on OK. There you go. And then now we'll have to start our machine. Click on start. As you can see, it's loading, it's doing the things. You can read these notifications. You have the auto capture keyboard option turned on. This will cause the visual machine to automatically blah blah blah. You can close that. So I clicked on the screen. Now I'm allowing the guest machine to capture my cursor. As you can see, the cursor disappeared, but then when I move this side, it's there. Yeah, it disappears because it's still loading there, so it will come when it has been given the permission. Okay, let me not explain too much on that one. So there we go. Let me maximize. Then there you can see the cursor as I was talking. We're installing Windows now. Language to install, you can just click next here, this default, and then I think they are fine like that. Then you can just click on next and then click on install now. There you go, setup is starting or installing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it will ask you to activate Windows. If you do have the product key, then you can input your product key there. Then you will activate Windows. So for now I don't have a product key, but then you can still install it without the product key. I don't have product key, so here you'll have to choose the operating system that you want. Windows 10 home N, educational, pro N. So I like Windows Pro, that's why I'm choosing Windows Pro. I won't advise you to choose anything. I just like Windows Pro because it's pro. Yeah, and then let's go to next. Then here just accept all the license and terms and conditions, unless if you still want to read, you can read all of them. Okay, next. So here you will have to choose custom install Windows only advanced. Here you will be upgrading Windows here. It's if you already have Windows and then you just want to upgrade your version of Windows, you can come here so that you can keep your Windows. You can keep your files and settings and all applications. So here we'll be installing here, and then so you can see there's unallocated space of my disk, so we'll have to choose. Okay, let's click on new and then apply to ensure that all Windows features work correctly. Windows may create additional partitions for the system. Okay, that's verified. Please do it for me. So as you can see, it's creating additional partitions, but then I've also allocated space, so you cannot install Windows on system reserved partition. You'll have to click on the primary partition, which doesn't have anything, then click on next. There we go. Then we'll have to wait for here. Yeah, this one is a long process though, so I'll have to fast it up also. So here we'll be waiting. We'll be doing the morindero. We'll be doing the morindero for Windows to get ready. So as you can see, my case is only visible up there. Yeah, down it cannot be visible because it's still starting services and whatever. So as you can see, I'm still on my Kali machine, but then I'm I'm installing Windows. So that's how we install two different operating systems in one computer. But then there are also other ways of dual mode. What do they call them? Dual booting. Yeah, so here it's I'm doing it on a virtual machine. It's called using a virtual machine. So you might meet some errors then there while installing Virtualbox or while installing an operating system in a virtual machine. Some of the errors I will do some videos on them. You will check them. Just stay tuned, and then some of them you can just do research about them. Google and YouTube make them your best friends. So yeah, let's wait for this one to do the things. So there we go. We have Windows installed. It's asking for region. These are the ones. The other options you'll just do them on your own because they're kind of easy and they request specific answers. Let me say unique answers because everyone will have to select their own options. So here on the region, I'll choose South Africa, but then as for the options, you'll do them on your own. Thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe and like for more content.